This is Algebra 2, lesson 97. So we're on page 403. All right, your textbook titles this lesson, Advanced Substitution. It is advanced, actually. However, I'm going to work every one of these problems with elimination.
Why? She's better than system.
So you can scratch out substitution and you can write elimination. That's what I did in my textbook. It doesn't make sense to work these substitution.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. Elimination. So again, I'm not teaching this like the textbook. We are always going to use elimination.
Don't we already know how to do elimination though? So.
Correct. So there's nothing new under the sun here.
Let's go.
Right?
I'm just gonna try a problem and see if I can get it without it.
Sure. You end up with fractions. In math, it's more logical to work it the way you would see a problem or system of problems and solve it, as opposed to going out of the way to solve it, making it harder first and then making it easier. You will have to do some advanced substitution in pre-calculus, but I like to teach you when you see visually some problems, you know the way that you're going to solve it, right? So when you look at example 97.1, what types of equations do I see? They're both. What are both of those equations in example 1? They're both.
They could both be quadratic.
They cannot both be quadratics.
Oh, it's not linear.
They're not.
Both of them are linear, right?
Wait, no, I don't know where we go.
On page 403.
Yeah.
They're both linear, right? And linear, we're either going to use substitution or elimination, but we only use substitution when one of the variables has a coefficient of 1, right? Or every term in that equation is divisible by one of the coefficients. But that is not the case in any of these. So I would always want you to work these using elimination and not substitution, okay? So we're going to work all of these using elimination. There's nothing new in this lesson that I'm going to teach, all right? So we'll do 97.1. So we have 3x plus 2y is negative 3. And we have 4x minus 3y is 13. All right? When you look at those two equations, your brain should say elimination, does it?
Yes.
It's contrary to think you would use substitution. We're not going to do it. Got it? All right. Which variable are we going to eliminate? X or Y? Y. Yes. So the first equation, I'm going to multiply by 3. The second equation by 2. Got it? All right, so we end up with 9x plus 6y is negative 9. Y'all help me make sure I multiply every term by that value. Then we end up with 8x minus 6y is what? 26. So we eliminate the y's. We end up with 17x is 17. Well, that was so easy. X equals 1. Right? Then you substitute x back into one of the original equations. I have 2 linears, so how many solutions am I expecting? 1. 2 linears. 1. Got it? Both linear. Remember, if they're both linear, guys, they're either parallel, they intersect at one point, or they're the exact same line. So it's either no solutions, one solution, or infinite. I'm expecting 1, obviously, because I got an x. So I substitute that back in for x and solve for y. Well, you know what y is. What is y? What is y?
3. Negative 3.
Negative 3. So we have 1 comma negative 3. Always write your solutions as coordinate pairs. All right? Capiche. Thank you. All right, we are going to work example 2. All right. Example 2 is at the bottom of page 403. We have 5x minus 3y equals 9. And we have 2x minus 4y equals negative 2. All right, what do y'all want? Which variable do you want to eliminate, x or y? It really doesn't matter here.
Y.
X.
Y.
X.
X.
Y.
Do we have more for x?
X. Yeah.
Dang. All right, so we'll multiply the first one by negative 2 to make that a negative, and we'll multiply the second one by positive 5. All right, so end up with negative 10x plus 6y equals negative 18. And then we have 10x minus 20y equals negative 10. Our x's eliminate. We're left with negative 14y is negative 28y is positive 2. Once we get y, we go back into the original equation and we solve for x. I'm going to go back into the second equation. That's negative 8, so I'm adding 8. And we have 2x is 6, x is 3. We write it as a coordinate pair. 3, 2 is the solution. All right, nothing new here.